Yo, welcome. So, up and coming scamming rapper BTB Savage was recently killed in Texas after doing an interview on Vlad TV in which he bragged about a recent encounter which he had. So, the recent encounter involved him being involved in an home invasion where the attacker was killed by his girlfriend. You know what I mean? So he basically got off scratch free in a self defense situation. You know what I mean? But instead of moving from the area, keeping his mouth shut, he decided to go on Vlad TV and brag that, someone tried to kill him and he killed the person. Many of these guys here in the United States, they feel like they're so untouchable. You know what I mean? Even though it's obvious that everyone has a gun and everyone is armed, they still feel like they're an untouchable force. And because Gucci Mane did something similar many years ago and he became a legend because people credited him as someone who killed someone because they tried to take his life. That baby does the same thing from time to time, bragging about killing someone who was involved in an home invasion. A lot of rappers, a lot of these young guys have now seen it as a means to come up, to get clout. And so BTB Savage went on Vlad TV and was bragging, and even after the interview, he made several posts taunting the dead person and, bragging basically that, hey, you're dead, I am not dead, I'm still alive and whatnot. But guess what? Less than 4 days after the interview, the friends and associates of the dead person decided to pay BTB Savage a visit and they killed him early this morning, the last day of March. He was killed, you know what I mean? And of course, people are now crying, people are mourning, people are weeping. But of course, these same people did not tell him that, hey, do not taunt the dead. Keep it low, keep it calm. Take the high road, relocate. This is America and everybody is armed. And this reminds me of a previous conversation that I had with, my girlfriend. She was with this guy, and this guy is one of those fools who feels that, he is untouchable, and he's one of those persons who is always going to clubs, getting involved in fights and all of that stuff. And one day they were having a conversation about me, and he told her that, he could never understand why she would date a guy like me because I am not confrontational, I mean? I don't go to clubs and fight. Those weren't his exact words, but he was very, disrespectful the way he was saying it, like, basically I'm a pussy then, so to speak, because, I'm never in trouble. And I'm telling her, well, that's not the type of person you should be around, people like those, they will get you in trouble, and oftentimes than not, and people like those, they will put your life at risk because they think that they have the power to take a life, and they refuse to realize that other people have the same power to take their lives, especially in this country where every man, every woman, every dog, every cat, every cow has a gun. So I just want to use this message to tell people that be careful, be careful who you brag about, be careful who you taunt in these streets, because everyone is trapped. Everyone can take your life, so go easy. A lot of these rappers, they choose to go on Vlad TV, and I'm not saying Vlad TV is a police like many of these clowns tend to say, Vlad did not force anyone to say any incriminating things. However, Vlad is an adult, and many of these guys are cloud chasers and stupid, illiterate individuals, And I think what Vlad does is exploit their illiteracy. Because being a journalist myself, what I would say to some of these guys is, look, I don't need that information for your own good. I will not publish it or whatnot, or even try to give you advice, which, to be fair, it does give them advice sometimes to leave their cities or whatever. In many cases, they don't listen, But Vlad takes advantage of illiteracy. And this is one of the bad things that can happen whenever you put a microphone in front of an illiterate person and give them an opportunity to run their mouth. Because this guy basically talked himself into his own grave, because persons aligned with the dead person did not find the funny. They did not find it funny. They did not see the humor in the situation, and so they responded swiftly and promptly and took his life. Now he is dead, leaving behind a young child and a girlfriend. You know what I mean? This girlfriend must feel so stupid right now, knowing that she saved them once, but he could not shut his mouth. He could not keep his calm, lay low, stay out of the hype, or even move to go somewhere else where you can brag in peace.